beautiful. You know it is. It's Tuesday. We're doing our thing. We're kicking it off. About that time style, chilling with Mary Jane. And we have a very special guest today, the one, the only, Mr. Bishop Nehru. Thanks so much for coming through, sir.
How you doing?
Nice to see you. We just wrecking shit out here. We turning up. We doing our thing. Ladies and gentlemen, for any of you who are not familiar with the Bishop Nehru movement, this young man brings the raps, collaborates with the great producers, Mr. MF Doom, Mr. K. Trinata, doing his thing out here, bringing that truth behind the microphone. You're in LA doing your thing. You playing a show tonight, yeah?
Yep.
How's that feel? You like playing out here?
Should be cool.
Cali time.
Yeah, I like being in Cali regardless, so.
We got the weed.
Right. It's just vibes, hot all the time. You know, New York is always cold, and like the last week in New York, it rained, then the next day it snowed, then the next day it was sunny, then it snowed again.
That's like an emotional roller coaster.
Right. It's like that all the time too, so I just be trying to come to the sun, sit in the sun, chill.
Yeah. Cali's got good vibes, consistent sunny vibes, consistent sunny weed. We're smoking on the THC design. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that.
Of course.
You know, shout out to THC Design, sponsors of the About That Time, friends of the Mary Jane. We like to kick things off by making sure that everybody out there has a good sense of what you're up to and what you're doing. We take some pictures from the Instagram that you posted, and we have you tell us a little story about that.
Okay.
How's that sound?
That sounds cool.
It's the first picture from tonight on our installment of the Get to Know Bishop Nehru on Instagram. Is you with a homie. You got the fly rugby shirt on. Tell us about this picture.
That was actually K. Trinata's birthday, which is the day before my birthday. Like his birthday is the 25th, mine's August 26th. So he had a party for his birthday or whatever, like a little something at the Soho House. So I popped up because obviously my birthday was the next day, like at midnight. So I popped up there. They were singing happy birthday. Everybody was just taking pictures. We just caught a flick real quick.
Birthday brothers.
Yeah.
I like it. Now, do you think that having birthdays close to each other makes you guys good collaborators?
Maybe so. Maybe so. I feel like we kind of got the same vibe, to be honest, like as far as being kind of reclusive. I feel like we definitely have that same kind of vibe.
Chill, reclusive.
Right.
Doing your own thing.
Right.
I like that. So what did you guys do for this birthday?
Oh, there was just a party at the Soul House. There was mad people there.
Okay.
We just had a little event.
Was there an after party for the party?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
You rolled through. You said, what's up?
Yeah, I chilled for a while, actually. I was there. I usually, like, stay for, like, 10 minutes. I don't really like being at those type of events. But, yeah, I was there for a little while. Good
times at the Soho House, as always. We should take a minute, though, to maybe introduce you to some of our other friends here on About That Time. We got our little husky over here. You're chilling next to Bowie the cat. Bowie the cat is over there on the couch. You see?
Yes, sir.
You know, Bowie, you got a pigeon up in your space a little bit. You're cool with pigeons, though, right?
Not really. I don't like birds, to be honest.
You don't fuck with birds, period.
Nah.
No, there's no bird that can get a cosign.
Nah, they're weird.
Birds are weird, guys. Mary Jane, About That Time knowledge. Birds are weird. I think that's kind of true. That's because they're kind of like dinosaurs, right?
I mean, I guess one specific type. What's the bird, dinosaur that flies? I don't even remember.
Pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
Guys,
Yeah,
shout out to pterodactyls, by the way.
Facts.
Flying dinosaur.
But yeah, birds are weird. They're like, I don't know. They're like surprising. They do stuff real.
I mean, they're an animal that can fly around whenever it wants to. That's like some otherworldly shit. I mean, we like to think of ourselves as like a superior species.
They're like the cats of the sky.
Cats of the sky, guys. Birds are the cats of the sky. So you think cats are kind of mysterious and shady too?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Guys, cats are Bowie the cat. Bowie's our friend.
And they're both on the same.
And they're both chilling next to you, bud. But you're just telling it how it is. It's cool. They don't take it personal. They want to hear what you really think. You know.
Right.
Shady cats out there. Did you grow up with a shady cat of some kind?
Nah, I never had a cat actually. I just think they're kind of weird. Like they got their own minds, you know.
They
like
just do their own shit.
Yeah, a dog, if you do something like, or like yell at it, say get out, or do this, or like, you know, if it does something bad and you have to get on it, it'll forget kind of quickly. Cat won't really forget like that.
No.
So.
They'd be smart out here.
Yeah.
Cats.
They got
shady.
I know one thing about cats that they say, I don't know if it's 100% true, but I kind of believe it. And they say metaphysically, like cats can sense when you're like in a bad mood, and they rub themselves on you when you're in a bad mood to try to make you feel better, take the negative energy off of you.
That sounds kind of nice though.
Yeah, but
But still no cosign.
Nah, I still wouldn't get a cat.
Emotional support cat, you don't need that shit.
Nah, I'll find another route.
Do you have any animals that you do mess with?
I have a dog actually.
Yeah, tell us about your dog.
He's a schnoodle. His
Yo,
name is
shout out to
Brady.
Schnoodle. Like, we should give a shout out to Schnoodles, right?
Yeah, shout out to B Snoodle. I call him B Mac. Brady McGrady, off of Tracy McGrady.
Yeah.
You feel me? His name is Brady, named after Tom Brady.
Go
And,
Patriots.
Right, my cousin's on the Patriots, so.
Go Pats. They know what they're doing. It seems like.
Both of them actually, because they both just got paired together. One was on the Browns, they traded him to the Patriots. So now they're both on the Patriots together.
Wow.
Fire.
Repping the Northeast real hard.
Yep.
Okay, I like it. Well, here's another picture from the Instagram. I believe you're wearing your fresh hat posted up on a brick wall. What's the story here?
That's a funny picture, man. Brings back memories. I was probably like 9th grade, freshman year, or either 10th grade. And that's just, a little drip. I was in high school pretty much. I think that was actually a day I cut class because I had 7th period. I had Spanish class, and I had all my Spanish credits in middle school. So I pretty much just didn't go. Yeah. So I pretty much, there was like a pizza shop across the street. I cut and went there with one of my boys. That was probably when I came back before the buses came to like dip from the school.
Right.
One of my boys took a picture of me.
So now, the folks who don't know, where did you grow up and go to high school?
I went to Spring Valley High School, Spring Valley, New York.
Spring Valley, New York, upstate. Shout out Spring
Well,
Valley.
it's not really upstate, but it's like across the bridge.
Across the bridge.
So like, yeah.
A little up.
People from the city would say it's upstate, but it's not really like upstate.
Because you can take the Metro North probably or something pretty quick, right?
Like, yeah, right. Like Buffalo is upstate.
True.
That's kind of like upstate.
Woodstock is upstate. New Paltz is upstate.
I don't even know what Woodstock. I don't even know that. That's how I know it's like upstate. So I don't even know it.
I don't know where it is, then it must be upstate. I think that's a pretty good policy for
And that's
New
what people
Yorker,
from the
right?
city are saying, like, oh, we don't really know what Spring Valley is, so that's somewhere upstate. You know what I mean?
Right. And are you guys just right there on the border of like New Jersey, on that side of the river?
Yeah, I'm kind of by Paramus. I'm real close to like Paramus, Patterson. Probably like 30 minutes, 40 minutes from Newark.
Now, this is a story we've been covering a lot on Mary Jane. It seems like New Jersey is going to beat New York to legalizing weed. What do you think about that?
Probably so, because it's actually, I think, like, is it medicinal over there already? Mm-hmm. At a lot of spots, yeah. So I don't think it's even
a question mark?
medicinal. Yeah, they're probably going to beat us for sure. They be having, like, dispensaries out there and stuff.
Do you rep for Jersey as a general statement?
I mean, it's close to me, so I rep for the East Coast, period. Anybody from the East Coast that's, like, going hard, I fuck with, so.
East Coast getting a shout out, Bishop, telling it how it is. Yeah. New Jersey's gonna have legal weed though, so
nah, definitely.
That's gonna be a critical advantage.
But they trip off the weed right now. Like a cop pulled me over, crazily thinking I had weed, and I didn't even have weed on me. So I'm like, I already know what you about to do. You guys go crazy, Jersey cops.
So did he try to search your shit?
Yeah, he tried to search the whip. But low key, the car did smell like bud, so I had to let him search it. You feel me? If it didn't, I could have I know my rights and all that, so that could have took him to war, messed with his head. But I knew that I was a little under pressure, but I knew I didn't have weed on me, so I was like, all right, he can't take me down, so I still can mess with his head a little bit. I was like, all right, bro, I'm telling you, you're gonna just waste your time. It's cold outside, like, I don't know why you're doing all this. Didn't find anything. And he was like, oh yeah, if you have a dime bag on you, that's what he said. He's like, if you have a dime bag, just let me know. I'm like, bro. One, I don't even smoke dime bags. Like,
Let's be just real. When was the last time anyone got a dime bag, guys?
I'm like, bro, if I had
what is it, 1985?
It would not be a dime bag. Like, that's exactly what I said to him. Like, it would not be a dime bag if I had bud. You just didn't get me this time. Like, so Jersey, they're really strict still for like people that don't have like cards or whatever. Because he saw, I'm not even gonna get into that, but he pretty much just saw that I was like, I feel like he saw I was just driving in my whip, looked like a kid with too much on or whatever, because I had on my hoodie, my glasses. I wasn't driving too wild or anything, but I think my appearance might have just thrown him off how I looked in the car, so he had to pull me over. Because he made an excuse for pulling me over that had nothing to do with what he said. You feel me? He said I didn't let some girl cross the crosswalk, but I'm like, my light was green, so that means she wasn't supposed to be crossing the crosswalk. Then when he got to the car, he was like, oh, your back light is out. I'm like, So which one was it? Like, what did you pull me over for?
Choose your story, bro.
And that's how Jersey cops are. They're extra. So I would even really like being out there. When they legalize it, I'll probably be out there, but.
Yeah,
well,
it's actually, I was kind of leading to that because I actually think Jersey has always been sort of the ugly cousin of a lot of states in the Northeast, but if it has weed first, like more people are going to be repping the PATH train than ever before.
Yeah, I think so too.
New Jersey revival, guys.
But New York's still lit.
New York will always be lit.
Low-key. But low-key, Jersey's lit too. It's just Jersey Shore, the show, fucked it up. Really bad.
People, I think that was bad marketing.
Yeah, it's nothing like Jersey where I live by. It's nothing like Jersey Shore at all. So that really fucked it up. There's cool parts of Jersey, like Garden State Mall is really cool.
Guys, shout out to Garden State Mall. Shout out to New Jersey.
People that's around Jersey, like Irvington, Newark, they're gonna be like, damn, shout out Garden State.
Garden State's always getting a shout out about that time. We rep for you guys. You're pushing the envelope. Here's another picture from the Instagram. You're kind of chilling in the trees up here, hanging on the porch. What's up with that?
That was in Paris.
In Paris?
Yeah.
That's crazy. The tree game in Paris is on point, huh?
Yeah, I don't even know where exactly in Paris that was, but that was somewhere in Paris.
Tell us about your trip to Paris.
I had a show out there on my Magic 19 tour. It was pretty cool. The show was rad, actually. They went crazy.
France shows love, huh?
Yeah. They were moshing and stuff, so that was cool.
A French mosh. Is that a mosh? Like, how do you pronounce mosh in French?
I don't know. I got no clue.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't even speak
Guys,
English, to be honest.
Does anyone out there? We can check in with some of our viewers as well. Dead Max, Obi, most underrated and ninja in the game. Shout out. I think that's pretty solid, right?
Right. I appreciate that.
Hi, Rose the Canna Lady. Rose the Canna Lady is checking in. Hi, Rose. How's it going?
Gucci.
So what else about France? So they had a good mosh pit. What's up with the food in France?
I don't like the food. My food palate is very Americanized.
Oh yeah, what are you eating on?
I'm not eating healthy. I'm not even gonna lie.
Healthy living.
I know I'm supposed to eat healthy, but I can't yet.
Okay, so what are the things that you feel like are necessary to keep it going?
I eat like chicken sandwich. I never ate burgers a lot.
Okay.
So I never was a fan of burgers. So I just eat like a lot of chicken sandwiches, pizza, French fries. Like teenage shit. I still eat like
chicken sandwiches, pizza, French fries. I think we can all relate to that.
Yeah, I don't eat vegetables or fruits at all.
No, there's not one fruit or one vegetable you mess with. Nah. What about like lettuce on your chicken sandwich?
Never.
Like literally just bread, mayonnaise, and chicken.
Mayonnaise?
No mayonnaise?
Oh my God, never.
What is on your, so just bread and the chicken itself?
The chicken sandwich, some ketchup. That's it.
No cheese?
Unless it's like a
what
spot.
About cheese?
Unless it's like
cheese
yeah,
moment?
sometimes. Unless it's like a spot where I could get fancy and put like a fried egg or like something like that.
Or make it a breakfast, like a remixed breakfast.
Yeah, I'll do something like that. But I don't put mayonnaise or like lettuce, tomatoes, onions, none of that ever on anything.
Do you ever eat you never eat a salad?
I've never had a salad in my life, I don't think.
I've never had a, guys, we need the fact checkers at about that time. Bishop Nehru claiming he has never had a salad in his entire life.
I've never eaten a salad.
Zero salads eaten, guys.
In school, like none of that. I've never had a salad, no.
Wow. Tater tots only.
I don't like tater tots.
No tater tots. They're too much like a vegetable, maybe.
I like, French fries. I don't even like hash browns like that. McDonald's hash browns are cool. But I don't even eat McDonald's like that anymore.
Why, you're post McDonald's?
Nah, McDonald's is just very unhealthy. So I already eat unhealthy, but I'm not trying to eat like trash.
So is there a chain that you feel is better, or do you not even like try to eat at a chain?
I mean, I try not to eat at the only thing I get is Chick-Fil-A, but I try not to eat at chains, you feel me? Chick-Fil-A I really like, but there's not even a lot.
Now here's the question.
So.
Do you get the grilled chicken sandwich or the crispy chicken sandwich?
The crispy one. No lettuce, no pickles.
What do you drink at Chick-Fil-A?
Fruit punch, no ice.
What's that?
A fruit punch, no ice.
Fruit punch, no ice at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I get the lemonade. I've never had the fruit punch.
Fruit punch, no ice.
Fruit punch, no ice.
I get that almost like everywhere I go, to be honest.
Fruit punch, no ice.
Yeah, every drink, well, not every drink, but almost every drink I always say no ice.
Well, you get a lot more drink.
Exactly.
And usually it comes out cold.
Exactly.
So, I mean, just do the math, right?
know.
Why are you paying a bunch for ice you don't need?
You know.
I mean,
I'll give you like half of a drink.
I got a calculator out
They give
here.
you a whole thing of ice, and then you get like a quarter of a drink. So,
It's kind of a ripoff.
yeah, I'm not cool with that. So I just be like, yeah, no ice. I already know it's gonna come out cold in the machine. Like, I'm not gonna take 2 hours to drink this.
Is there a preferred fruit punch brand that you have?
I say high C fruit punch.
High C fruit punch. That's kind of
Or
like
high
the
C orange.
market leader.
Right. See, very unhealthy. But you see how I know it's unhealthy?
Do you think it's hard? Do you think it's harder for people who know that it's unhealthy, or do you think it's better for people that know that it's unhealthy?
I think what it is, that's what I've been doing since a kid, so I still do it.
What if you just like really refined the ingredients? Like you could still eat the same thing, right? You could still have a chicken sandwich, but what if you had it with like a better quality bread and like a really organic ketchup and like you know what I mean? What if you just kept in the format?
I be eating those substitutes and stuff, but
oh, like a vegetarian chicken patty?
yeah,
You rock
those
that
shit's
at all?
actually fire.
Yeah, not bad, right?
But I still feel like that has mad soy in it.
Mad soy and mad
know?
sodium
So
too.
it's
It's
like
salty as hell.
Yeah, so it's like either way, you're gonna get something.
When it
Something's
comes to
gonna
chicken
be,
sandwiches, guys, either way you're gonna get got.
and if you eat natural, you're still gonna be eating meat, and that has its downsides. So it's like, just whatever. I don't stress it.
Don't stress it. I think that's in 2018. I think the best.
You know
advice.
Patrice O'Neal?
Yeah.
Do you ever see that stand-up where he was like, yeah, I know I'm gonna die, I'm fat, so why am I gonna stop trying to eat? Like, my doctor tried to tell me to eat healthy. Why am I gonna eat healthy? I already know I'm gonna die. I'm gonna just live happily and eat till. That's pretty much how I think. Like, I'm young, so I never know what I'm gonna eat 10 years from now or like 5 years from now. Or even next year.
Everything could change.
So yeah, but that's pretty much how I'm looking at it now. Like, I'm just gonna do what I do. I don't think I'm gonna die from eating food like right now. It's not that serious.
Right.
I'll figure it out.
You got time before it'll kill you.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And if I don't, and I'm like, I don't think I'm ever gonna get fat. That's one thing I always say. So I don't think I'm ever gonna have those like health issues, like heart problems, and I try to.
You've got
fit.
metabolism on your side.
Yeah, I play basketball and stuff still, so I try to like stay fit and do cardio activities.
Well, your cousins are pro athletes, so it seems like that might be like the bar that's been set with the fam, right?
Right, low key.
So.
Low key. So, and a lot of people in my family just athletic in general on both sides. So.
When you got good genetics, guys, you're not sweating it as hard.
Right. I'll figure it out.
Genetic advantages.
And I've been trying to get like put on weight low key. I'm about to put on weight.
So what do you think the secret to putting on weight is?
I don't know. I'll figure it out though, because I looked online and I saw I'm like 30 pounds underweight or something. Because I'm 6'2", 6'3".
Right.
And my grandma's like real heavy on that. Like, she's super analytical about like weight, height, all the old fashioned stuff. Like, she knows down to a T. She was like, yo, you're way underweight. Like, you're supposed to be this. And she got her little book and she showed me. I was like, whoa, I'm like 30, 40 pounds underweight. So that's like a goal too. But I feel like that's just because my eating habit low key. And maybe because I don't eat a lot. And when I do eat, it's not, I guess, the most nutritious.
Right. So when your grandma analyzes your weight and points out you're 30 pounds underweight, does she ever suggest that you eat specific things?
Yeah, all the time.
What is she trying to get you to eat all the time?
Just healthy stuff.
What's grandma cooking up? What is she serving in the house?
She eats a lot of like, well, she cooks a lot of stuff. Honestly, I don't even pay attention to what they make. That's how out of tune from
You're so checked out.
Yeah,
there's no fucking chance I'm eating this.
Like,
forget about it.
I feel like that's how I am. I just know what I like and I don't like, so I already be like, nah, like y'all could do that, y'all could have that. I'll get something else. Like, that's pretty much how it usually is. They cook though, but it's just not of my interest. My sister loves it, but it's not. But she has a way wider palate. Like, she eats pickles and olives and stuff like that. I can't even look at
a zero pickle and zero olive policy.
Yeah, like that's nowhere near me or my plate. You know what I mean? So like, two different.
Not even checking for it.
Yeah, nah, not at all.
All right, well let's.
And if I have something that had I can't just take it off. Like, if I have a Chick-Fil-A sandwich and there's a pickle on it, and they like messed up the order, and I see it and they're like, take it off, I can still taste.
It's too much. You send it back.
I had to get it over plain.
Wow, guys.
So.
Not even like is there a pickle perimeter that has to be set? You know, like 3 feet, 2 feet.
Nah, pickles
it's just
is
contact.
nasty. Period.
What about a sour versus a half sour versus a kosher versus and then a sweet pickle? There's a lot of different kinds of pickles.
I don't like any of them.
No pickles.
I don't even know about the different types of pickles because it's not in my.
Just not checking for it once again.
Realm. Yeah.
Wow.
Like there's certain fruits I'm probably gonna enjoy. I feel like peaches I'll probably like as I get older and stuff like that.
Potentially a future peach moment.
Yeah.
You're saying, that's lit.
But I don't know. I know I should eat better, but I can't do it right now. I'll figure it out.
Take your time. Don't sweat it. Another picture from the Instagram. Here you are chilling, I believe, in another foreign country. What's up with that one?
Oh man, that's in Dubai.
Tell us about going to Dubai.
I was actually like, I think 4 weeks ago, like last month. I had a fan listening session out there for the Elevators project.
Now, you did something kind of special for the fan listening party approach. You want to tell everybody out there about the way you guys flipped it?
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, you went around, you had some parties.
Oh, yeah.
I believe you served food, right?
Yeah, I had pizza there.
What's the pizza like in Dubai, though?
They actually have mad chains of food out there. I was dumb surprised when I got out there. They had like Fat Burger.
Everything.
Yeah, they had the same stuff. So I was like, word. And it's clean. Like it's like one of the most spotless countries I've ever been to. The architecture is beautiful. Probably my favorite trip. You can see the architecture is beautiful just from the picture.
Yeah.
So that was definitely one of my favorite trips for sure.
And the pizza was completely acceptable quality.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, how many cities did you take the tour for the album to, and which place had the best pizza?
Well, New York, of course.
Okay.
I feel like, anyway.
Which place had the worst pizza?
I don't feel like any place pizza was really bad. I don't feel like you could say this like the worst pizza.
Every pickle is unusable, but there's no such thing as bad pizza.
Nah, pizza.
You're a radical person, Bishop Nehru.
Yeah, pizza.
That's a radical opinion.
That was straight. It was straight. The pizza was straight, for sure.
Wow. Every city that Bishop Nehru visited on his Elevators 1 and 2 pizza party album listening tour, every pizza is getting a cosign. That's 100%. Powerful. Powerful pizza power, guys.
Toronto.
Pizza power in the room. Here is another one from the Instagram. I believe this is a hand tattoo. Can you tell us about, put us in the game. Who did your hand tattoo?
I got it done by my boy Jimmy in Jersey.
Jersey Jimmy.
Yeah. At Underskin.
And you want to tell the folks about the words that are in the tattoo who can't see it?
One side says love, which is, the far left side in the picture. The bottom says like evolve, and then the right says create.
You want to tell us about how you discovered this image? Did you make that image yourself?
Yeah, I designed it in Photoshop, but it's pretty much just a triangle. It's like a play on, it's pretty much like my own version of the Holy Trinity. If you look up like the Holy Trinity, it's going to be the Father, Spirit, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, in a triangle just like this.
Yeah.
In the middle, it would say God, but I just put my logo there and like made my own, I guess.
Tell us about the love, evolve, create lifestyle.
I just feel like if you love whatever you do, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't have to be music. It could be like, if you're passionate about being a lawyer, you're passionate about, I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever you're passionate about, being a doctor, you know what I mean? Just, if you have an aspiration to be something and you really love it, and you create with that energy, you know what I mean? You move forward with it, you really build on it, you really try to make something happen with it. You're gonna evolve into the person that you see yourself becoming. That's pretty much what it is.
Guys, wise words, listen to them. Good one, good shit. Another image from the Instagram, you rocking some stripes in this one. Pulling it up. He's wearing a striped sweater. Yeah. Tell us what's going on in this image.
That's George Clinton.
What was meeting George Clinton like?
It was wavy. I feel like a lot of people my age wouldn't really care too much. Like, they might care, but I think it was awesome because I listened to like Red Hot Chili Peppers and Funkadelic Parliament, all of them. So pretty much like, I know that he influenced Red Hot Chili Peppers. So just in general, he's a funk dude, you know what I mean? He's Snoop Dogg, he inspired all those people, so.
And then where was this that you met him?
It was at CSAC Awards. It was an award. It was an award.
So
thing.
sort of a random awards event.
Yeah, he performed there and everything.
How was the performance?
Fire.
Crazy?
Fire. Yeah, still fire. It was dope.
George Parliament bringing that funk.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't slowing down. Great outfit too. What do you think about the fashion choice there?
It's funk. We've been doing that for years.
I know, pioneering. never
That's
slowing
his
down.
own style.
It's good shit. He's got some real sequins and shit. That's pretty next level.
Right.
True. Well, guys, that was our Instagram segment, chilling with Bishop Nehru, finding out about the young god. Bishop, after we do our Instagram segment, we like to do something we call Roll the News. We look at the maryjane.com. We pick some cool news stories from the day, and we talk about them.
Okay.
You ready for that?
Yeah.
From the maryjane.com. Story number 1, there's a man who biked 19,000 miles while vaping.
Who bites?
He biked, like on a bicycle.
Oh, biked. I thought you said he bites 19,000 miles. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
Not a 19,000 mile bites in this
Like he's
building,
biting
guys.
the vape or something? Word. So he bikes, okay.
Nope, biked on a bicycle, 19,000 miles while vaping. Roger Boyd from Bristol, England, 19,000 miles. He went to Europe, Australia, New Zealand, and India, riding over 100 miles a day while vaping.
Fire.
What do you think about the lazy stoner myth? Do you think, are stoners lazy?
Not really. I feel like you just gotta do what you want to do. If you are one of those stoners that gets high and just sits around, then obviously, but there's definitely people who are stoners and get on their shit and, you know, go grind and keep moving and helps them go
Or do
forward.
something like ride 19,000 miles on the
Right,
bike.
just for fun.
Just for fun.
Just to prove you wrong.
Because why the fuck not?
Right. It gives you that mind, like, fuck it.
Yeah, totally, guys. This is a super chill one. He was, he actually intentionally was saying that, he was trying to prove, that the lazy stoner stereotype is wrong, and so he went out there. He biked through, again, 19,000 miles, vaping all along. Healthystoner.com. You can check out some of his videos. So shout out. That sounds like a very long way to bike, but if you're stoned, it's probably pretty chill. Just have a little.
I wouldn't do it.
Have a little. I wouldn't. For the record, I probably wouldn't do that either.
Nah.
No, that seems like
Extra.
What's your lifestyle like? Really, like, too much.
Yeah.
But shout out anyway. Story number 2 from tonight's installment of Roll the News. Binge drinking is on the decline in states with legal weed. Places where folks can smoke weed legally are binge drinking less. Do you have any friends who binge drink, bud?
Not really.
That's good.
But I got some friends that drink. They don't really binge drink, though.
Well,
It's,
binge drinking is...
Every now and then they
go a little farther than they should.
But
It happens to the best of us.
I don't really feel... I feel like they just smoke. So
Well,
I don't really hang around
to your
people that
your
drink, so-
point that the smokers are not binge drinkers, this study from Cohen and Company states that they did the research and they said adults were 13% less likely to binge drink than in states where weed is legal.
Word.
So,
That's
guys, some stats out there. Bishop's confirming his crew.
Word. I don't even drink.
Smokers, not drinkers.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, I don't
You're not going to be a binge drinker and a smoker. Smoking's chill. You don't need to binge drink when you're a smoker. So, nice to have some information out there. Story number 3 from tonight's installment of Roll the News from maryjane.com. We did some research into what albums required the most weed to make. So basically, which artists smoked the most weed in the process of making which album?
Right.
How much weed does it take you to do an album? Elevators 1 and 2. How much weed did you think you smoked in that?
Not a lot. Probably. I mean, I be smoking, but I don't really need to smoke to make music. That's what's weird. Like, I feel like I make my best stuff when I'm not really high and when I'm just like on the way to do something, or I'm like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes I make music that's great high, but most of the time I write, I'm not really high, or like, because I like the way that I write, which is funny, is if I write something and then I smoke, I'll lose my train of thought. Like, I'll keep thinking like, is this good? Is this bad? I'll overthink it. So usually I just like, if I'm smoking, it's because I'm like at a writer's block and I need to like let my mind clear for a second, just go chill, do what I want to do, and then go back to it. And I'll kind of have like a free flow where I want to start. But I don't really like smoking. I'll smoke in the booth like while I'm recording, but not really like I'm writing or anything.
I feel that. Yeah. So, that being said, what in your mind do you think were albums that required a lot of weed to make?
The Chronic.
One might argue there should have been some cannabis consumed, right?
Rolling Papers, Wiz Khalifa.
Another anthem.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm trying to think because I feel like more it would be something newer rather than something in like the 70s.
People
like
have a lot more access to the cannabis nowadays, for sure. So
or
we'll
maybe
go.
something with Bob Marley.
I mean, yeah, that was like morning, noon, and night. Like there was never not smoking kind of vibe, right? So how do you even quantify that? So anyway,
let me see. Which
our writer who did the research went around and tried to find interviews with people who talked about how much weed they smoked during the making of the album, and then did a little math. And this is the statistics that they found from available interviews. So Mad Villain, Mad Villainy is number 4.
Deadass?
That's number 4.
Yo, that's fire. OD.
All right.
That made the album so much more fire.
Totally. Ready?
That's fire.
Gorillaz is number 3.
Of all albums, like all time? Or just like...
It's not all, well, it's of albums where there was data about the weed smoked available. You know what I mean? That is a smaller data set, you're right.
Right.
You know, like we're not able to have the comprehensive information about everything.
Every person.
But anything we did have information on, we tried to crunch the numbers.
Right.
So Gorillaz number 3, because you know they recorded Gorillaz in Jamaica. And so they were getting suitcases of weed the whole time they were recording, and all the Jamaican folks from the neighborhood were coming and hanging and smoking with them while they were
recording the album. That's fine.
So they are estimating that it was 2 to 5 pounds of weed during the 2-month-long recording session. Number 2, after Gorillaz, is Run the Jewels 3. So Killer Mike gave an interview. He said, we average about a quarter a pound a week to 10 days. So that's an average of about a pound a month. I'd say give or take a pound. And we're looking at a year here. I'd say, honestly, no less than 6 pounds were consumed to record this album. So Run the Jewels 3.
Number 1?
6 pounds. No, that's number 2.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, these are some solid albums. That's like actually kind of like a little playlist. You could do a Mad Villainy, Gorillaz, Run the Jewels 3 playlist. I think that would work. Number 1 goes back to the 90s and is a less known band, but they actually put out an album in 1998 called Dope Smoker, and the infamous story is that they signed to a major label. They got a huge advance that they had never ever experienced before, and then they recorded the album in 60 days, during which they smoked at least 120 ounces or 7.5 pounds of weed over 60 days. So it's that major label weed money, you know what I mean? Like people have to make decisions in their life. Do I want to stay independent, try to keep my integrity? Do I want to go for the check? Because sometimes there's a lot of weed associated with that.
You don't even need that much bud to smoke in 60 days. That's OD.
It's a lot of bud. You kind of would have, but I mean, if you were making an album that you were intending to entitle Dope Smoker, you know what I mean? Like, you want people to make sure that they understand
that's your lane.
What's going on.
Right.
You know? Okay, now here's something interesting. Our Roll the News segment is actually sponsored tonight by our friends at Jack. They're at Products by Jack. You smoke weed. You like weed. Sometimes a gentleman has a private moment with himself. Jack is actually making a product that is a CBD-infused sexual lubricant for men. Is there a market for this, Bishop Nero?
I don't think so.
I would say that for most guys, they would say, you know, I love weed, and I definitely have a moment with myself now and again, but a product directed towards that is something that I need to know more about. So at the end of the day, what Jack is trying to do is bringing premium topicals in irreverent packaging at an affordable price point. I don't know. Like the Shark Tank of weed. What do you think the board at the Shark Tank of weed says on this one?
I wish I had another thumb so I could give that idea 3 thumbs down. That shit was trash. I hope they do not ever invent that.
Shark Tank.
What is going on?
It's been tanked.
What is the point? Like, why? What is the point of that?
Weed, I put weed on my knee. You know what I mean?
Nah, bro.
I put weed in my beverages,
three
my
thumbs
soda,
down,
weed soda.
Bro. I need another thumb. 3 thumbs down. That was trash. Terrible. If I was on a Shark Tank, I'd be like, yo, we gotta get this guy out.
Truth be told.
Probably does some weird stuff at the crib. You gotta get him out of here.
True. Well, anyway, we give them props for presenting about that time and the role of the news segment. It's good to support the cannabis information. We learned a lot about dudes that ride bikes, amazing albums that took lots of weed to roll on, and it's all thanks to our friends at Jack and the Weekend Box and Bella.
Wait, so how much was for Mad Villainy?
Interestingly, our researchers left it out for the sake of space, so I don't have the exact poundage. Maybe one of our researchers in the studio can come up with the exact poundage used in Mad Villainy. We can wait for it. It's important information, guys. Remember that we gave the award to Sleep for their album Dope Smokers, which took 7.5 pounds to create over 60 days. But that being said, after we do our Roll the News segment, we do something we call astrology time. Do you fuck with astrology?
A little bit.
Well, what we do is we take your
Himalayan salt.
Yo, we break out the Himalayan salt. You fuck with the Himalayan salt. Astrology,
nice.
Sometimes, not always. Himalayan salt, always.
Yeah, purifier.
So you're gonna qualify that as sort of like under your fruit punch and chicken sandwich category. Fruit punch, chicken sandwiches, and salt crystal lamps.
Right.
That's a lifestyle right there.
Fire.
Okay, so you're a Virgo.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to your Virgos. Kate Tronada, also a Virgo. So
Michael Jackson, you know.
A lot of great Virgos out there. So what we did is we went and we looked at your horoscope and we pulled out some sentences we thought were kind of funny from it, and then you can tell us whether you think it's on point or not. Okay. Sound about right?
For today? This is today's horoscope?
This is actually your birth chart. This is like from your birthday.
Cool.
Okay, ready? Number 1, attracted to politics. You down with politics? You interested in politics?
Not really. I mean, when I was younger, I used to think I was gonna be into politics.
Really?
But as I got older, I just started to kind of see it's just corny. You know what I mean? It's just all the system, so I don't really. Not really. I'm not really too into it. I'd rather focus on just my own personal growth rather than that. I feel like I could make a bigger change than politics could, you know?
Yeah. Well, tell us about your political aspirations when you were younger. Were you like involved in student politics at all?
Nah. I ran for like secretary one time, but in school, but that wasn't like, it was like 4th grade.
4th grade? And how did that go? Did you win the 4th grade secretary race?
Being like a political, more like a, well, it sounds kind of not really tacky, but it was just I wanted to be more like a political rapper.
Okay.
Like, but that's not really. I feel like now that I see what it is, it's not really like cool, or like what I thought it was gonna be when I was a kid. So it's
right.
Like,
were there any?
There's way more. You could have a way larger effect on someone's life instead of rapping about politics. So.
Were there any political rappers that you fucked with back when you were in that moment?
I mean, my friends used to listen to like Immortal Technique and try to put me on to him. Not really though. Aside from like Tupac, I feel like he was political in his own right.
Yeah.
But he wasn't really out there and like going against Democrats and Republicans and things like that.
Right.
So that's how I look at it. I'm not really into it like that, but I feel like there's certain things that we could do as artists to kind of change people's lives. So I look at it like that.
Absolutely. Element number 2 from tonight's installment of Astrology Time. He works relentlessly for the well-being of the family. Tell me about the fam.
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, what you want to know? Like, I ain't never really talked about them before. I got a little sister, my mom, my pops.
What's for breakfast on Sundays?
I mean, sometimes like pancakes and stuff.
Turkey bacon?
Yeah. Or like vegan, the like substitute bacon.
Oh yeah, the vegan bacon, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
The same company that makes the vegan chicken patties,
yeah,
right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Morning Star, you're getting a secret shout out.
But yeah, I definitely work hard for my family. Try to make sure they're straight.
Yeah. Shout out to your family. Okay, so I'd say that one's pretty on point. Element number 3 from tonight's installment of Astrology Time. He likes literature, especially fiction. You with them books?
Yeah.
Anything?
I like fiction. That's wavy. Yeah, I do like fiction and stuff a lot.
Any favorite fiction you want to give a shout out to?
When I was a kid, I used to fuck with Captain Underpants, OD.
Captain Underpants, an important literary figure.
Yeah. And then as like I actually started, it was probably like 5th grade, I wrote my own like a novel in class with this kid who drew. We pretty much made our own thing. It was called like Detective Earwax. I was in like 5th grade. My teacher still has it too. Like she told me about it. But
I think Detective Earwax is a pretty lit idea, frankly.
For like kids books, right?
Yeah.
I wrote it when I was a kid. I could probably like bring something back up with it low key. But that was inspired by like Captain Underpants, like Judy Blume shit. It was cool. I liked her shit a lot.
Let's see. What are some great Judy Blume titles? Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I believe that's Judy Blume.
I don't know what that is at all.
Blubber, is that Judy Blume? I would guess maybe.
I know about this book she got with some like girl. It's like some series they made us read, and when I was in like 4th grade, 5th grade, it was on like the reading list for the summer. Mm-hmm. I don't even remember, but I remember her name, like Judy Blume's name.
Shout out Judy Blume.
And I loved Roald Dahl as a kid, OD, and he's a Virgo too.
Virgo power out here.
That was like my favorite, Roald Dahl.
Okay, there you go. Okay, element number 4 from tonight's installment of Astrology Time. It says he is easily irritated. Do you get pissed off?
Yeah.
It's possible. It's happened once or twice.
Yeah. I get pissed off a lot actually.
When people put pickles on your chicken sandwiches and shit,
nah,
you're like,
I don't get mad
is there a
at stuff
fucking
like that.
pickle on this chicken sandwich? Do you like lose it like that?
Nah, not like that. But I mean, certain things that if it's like nitpicky things. Certain things I just don't like.
You got a top 5 list
Of things that nitpick me? Nah, it just got to be in the moment, honestly.
Totally.
It just has to be something that, like,
you just
happens,
never know
like,
when it's gonna hit you.
Yeah.
On some fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I feel you. Well, that was Astrology Time. You know, I think it was pretty good. I think there were some pretty on point moments there, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm definitely irritated.
Don't fuck with pickles. Rep for the fam. Easily irritated. Yeah, it happens. So as we head towards the end of today's installment of About That Time, we'd like to give you a moment to let the people know what they should be checking for in this coming year.
Well, definitely more stuff from like Elevators Act 1 and 2. That,
Guys, if you didn't know it, Bishop just dropped a record, Elevators 1 and 2, collaborating with MF Doom and K Tronada. It's a wonderful listen. Make sure you check it out. Buy the record. Go to see the show. Connect. Right?
Yes, sir.
Have the experience.
Yeah.
Have you been shooting a lot of videos? Why don't you tell us about? Do you have a video dropping sometime soon that you've been working on? Or?
I actually shot something at the YouTube office that I really like. That I think is pretty raw as far as the video. I got a lot of ideas written up in my like book. I write a lot of my treatments and try to draw out a lot of the screenplays and pictures and stuff like that and the shot list. So a lot of that stuff I try to like make sure I'm pretty hands-on with because I kind of see it already in my head. So I definitely been working on the treatments for sure. Definitely got some stuff coming up. Cool.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check for Elevators 1 and 2. You're on the road, coming to a city near you. Check for the videos. This guy's repping hard.